Your writing would benefit from some updating in terms of sentence variety. Sentence variety describes the way writers use different methods to arrange words into more interesting sentences. When speaking, it's common to follow the same pattern. However, in your writing, this can get very boring and monotonous. Here's an example of a boring paragraph with very little variety. I have an adorable dog named Rosa. She is a little brown dachshund with beautiful eyes. Rosa sleeps on the couch most of the day. I throw her toy for her every day after school. My little dog is the cutest pet in the entire world. So this is the breakdown of all the sentence patterns used in that example. You can see the writer uses subject verb, subject verb, subject verb, subject verb, subject verb over and over again. This is something that you've also done in your own writing. Fortunately, there's a pretty simple solution to this problem. If you learn a few fancy structures to use in your writing, you won't be so repetitive and boring. After you finish an essay, or even a paragraph, you should go back and revise and turn some of your boring sentences into fancy ones. The following slides will give multiple techniques for improving your sentence variety. You should think about these techniques next time you're writing and go back and revise some of your previous work. The first is an introductory participial phrase. This involves starting some of your sentences with an ing or an ed word. Since these endings are verb endings, the sentence patterns start with action, which can be more exciting for your reader. Let's look at an example. The first sentence, Justin looked down the dark hallway. He tried to imagine what could be lurking there. We can adjust this to, looking down the dark hallway, Justin tried to imagine what could be lurking there. A much more exciting version. Here's another example. Piper was amazed at the size of the crocodile. She tiptoed away from the edge of the river. Amazed at the size of the crocodile, Piper tiptoed away from the edge of the river. Can you see how that's more exciting? Here's another method. It's called using an appositive phrase, and it's one of my favorites. An appositive phrase is an advanced way of renaming nouns in your writing. These are really helpful for combining two shorter sentences into one longer, more complex sentence. Let's take a look at an example. Natalie is the star of the basketball team. She's the best player on the team. We can make that more impressive by saying Natalie, the star of the basketball team, is the school's best player. Here's another example. Eli is an excellent musician. He plays the trumpet in our school band. Eli, the school's oldest trumpet player, is an excellent musician. See how I combined the two sentences and, using commas, created an appositive phrase. Another way to vary your sentence structure is to include infinitive phrases in your writing. An infinitive phrase starts with the word to and adds a verb to make your sentence more energetic. Infinitive phrases are pretty easy. All you do is write to and then place a verb. Here's an example. Claire would love to go kayaking in Colorado. We can vary that by saying, to go kayaking in Colorado would be Claire's greatest dream. Me too, Claire. Here's another example. Louis pressed his nose against the microwave because he wanted to make sure his popcorn was not burning. We could change that to make sure his popcorn was not burning, Louis pressed his nose against the microwave. It's just a lot more exciting and more advanced. Another way to vary your sentence structure is to include an introductory adverb clause with a subordinating conjunction, such as when, while, until, since, because, if, after, before, although, even though, as long as though, whenever, and many more. Here's an example. Originally, I finished my homework, then I called Janelle. We can change that to, when I finished my homework, I called Janelle. Or, until I finished my homework, I could not call Janelle. See how I use subordinating conjunctions there? Here's another one. I can breathe for the first time since you have been gone. Since you've been gone, I can breathe for the first time. A lovely song by Kelly Clarkson. One final way to add variety to your sentences is to use fanboys, which should be a review for all of you. In case you forgot, fanboys stand for coordinated conjunctions, for and nor, but, or, yet, so. And here are some fanboys in action. Christina and Thais went to the movies last night. It was exciting. They went to the movies last night, and it was exciting. Harrison loves chocolate. He hates vanilla. Harrison loves chocolate, but he hates vanilla. So remember, these are all simple examples of sentence variety. You should be using these structures in your own writing to make it much stronger.